Wow. Joining me right now is Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville, a member of the Senate Armed Services Committee. Senator, I want to know who's tracking all these people crossing the border. But let me begin with the breaking news of the morning. Fox has just confirmed with the White House that one of the two men who tried to breach the Quantico military base in Virginia actually came into this country through the wide open border in San Diego. Your reaction?
Welcome to our new world, Maria. We're going to see this time after time because so many people come here. We have not vetted them. We don't know who they are. And as you said, this is just down the road here at Quantico, trying to get into one of our military bases. We live in a dangerous world, but we've created, not we, the Democrats. They have created this scenario. They know now that they're in trouble at the ballot box. They're trying to do everything they possibly can to get the American people to think that, hey, the Democrats didn't do this, Republicans did this with this new bill that Schumer's putting back on the floor. But again, we live in a dangerous world. It's not going to get any better. The only way we can change it is to have a new White House, a new group in the White House that's going to change the scenario and the direction this country's going in terms of open borders.
So, I mean, is there going to be any accountability whatsoever here on the fact that we've got a wide open border and we don't know half of the people coming in and what their motivations are? We now are getting confirmation that one of the two people who tried to get into a major military base, Quantico, in Virginia, actually entered the country in April through the San Diego border. We know that the murder of Laken Riley was an illegal. We keep seeing the impact of this open border, 2 million gotaways, 10 million people in the country on Joe Biden's watch. Will we ever see accountability, or are we waiting for a terrorist attack on our soil?
Well, you know, you're exactly right. It's not if, it's when. Our FBI director even said that it's a tragedy what's happened to our country. It's not the same country that you and I grew up in. Open borders, you can't allow that with the constitutional republic that we have. You have to have law and order. We've turned into more of a third world country, allowing these people to come in. And the problem with that too, Maria, is the cities, the counties, the states are all going bankrupt trying to take care of these people. $450 billion that we'll spend this year on all the illegals coming in. Over a 10-year period, it's going to cost us $5 trillion. And last time I looked, we're broke. We're dead broke. But this is all on Joe Biden. And some of those people that Malusian had on TV a few minutes ago, some of those people will probably in the next year or so be in our military. Because I've asked every military general and secretary, what about taking illegals into our military as long as they qualify? They do not care. They want people to come here that believe like them, that think like them, that will vote for them.
But is that the only reason? Why? Why would anyone in a leadership position of the free world, the greatest country, America, allow this country to be put in such harm's way and vulnerable position as having this open border? And why is the Senate voting on this border bill again today? It failed to pass the chamber back in February. Even Oklahoma Senator James Lankford says he won't vote for it, and he was among the ones writing the bill. Democrats now coming out against the bill as well. New Jersey Senator Cory Booker says he's a no vote because he claims it does not provide relief for dreamers. But White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre says it's all on you and your colleagues. Watch this.
It's up to Republicans in Congress if this is going to be successful or not. It will be the toughest and the fairest legislation to deal with a broken immigration system that's been broken for decades. And we have not seen a legislation like this in some time.
Well, she's got all her talking points in front of her. Greatest legislation of all time, toughest on the border of all time. Senator, your reaction?
Well, she's probably right on that point because there hadn't been on the immigration bill, because there hasn't been one up here in years and years. Nobody's wanted to tackle this situation other than Donald Trump. He wanted to build a wall, slow down or try to stop immigration and let people in that we really need to be here. But an example of why they want people to come here, all you have to do is look at Europe, Maria. Sweden, Germany, Italy, France, Britain, they've all been overrun by immigrants. They've changed their lifestyle. They've changed their country. They've changed their laws. They want that to happen here. They want to be like-minded with the Democrats, the socialist Democrats here that are headed in that direction for our country. So it's all a plan. It's all a plan started with Barack Obama, transition transition the country to something else. The American people don't want that, and they're going to stand up this November. But unfortunately, I tell you, we're 10 million down right now in terms of people coming here, probably 2 million more of these gotaways. We're in a desperate situation. The Democrats know if they can control this White House for another 4 years, America, as we know it and have grown up in, will be gone. And so we have to stop the nonsense. And again, this border bill today, it's just a cover-up for some of the senators on the Democratic side to possibly make a decision that will help them get reelected. But it's Groundhog Day. We're doing the same thing over and over. We don't do anything here in the Senate other than spend Americans' money, and we don't do anything to cut back. And this is going to cost us a fortune again, these immigrants.
So all of this, is this just campaign talk? I mean, when you see Chuck Schumer go on TV and go in front of the microphone and say this is the greatest bill ever, and, you know, Republicans obviously don't care about the border, he's lying?
Oh, yeah, exactly. All it is talking points for his candidates, especially in the Senate, because they got 4 or 5 that are in bad trouble. They're losing in all polling. So this is a way to waste a little time up here in the Senate to let the American people, hey, we really stand for the border. Listen, the first 2 years, you couldn't even get them to talk about the border.
Right.
We were being overrun. Mainstream media, other than you and some of the people on Fox, would say nothing about the border. It got so out of control, even mainstream media started coming out and saying, what the heck's going on here?
Well, President Trump is going to be talking about it tonight, no doubt. He's campaigning in the South Bronx. The event expected to draw both supporters and protesters. Trump's New York trial's on pause until after the Memorial Day holiday weekend. The jury will hear closing arguments next week. Senator, you were in the courtroom last week. What can you tell us about what you witnessed firsthand?
Well, first of all, President Trump's going to have a chance to win any state in the country. I truly believe that, because the wackos that are running our country right now, even these blue states are saying enough is enough. You know, the unemployment rates of all people in the country were very, very low under Donald Trump, but not under this president. Everybody's looking for a way to get a job. But, you know, at the end of the day, this Trump trial, as you said, I was there for a day. It's a circus. I mean, this judge, I mean, if that's the right way you run a courtroom, I mean, it's really the way that we run our country under Joe Biden.
Can you give me one example? What did he do that was so egregious? Can you give me one example of something that you witnessed?
Yeah, well, first of all, if President Trump even looked like he was mad or disgusted about something, he'd be called out. The gag order is one way, obviously, against Donald Trump and his team. The other side, obviously, they were making money off TikTok and all those things. I watched the jury, Maria. I think there were 6 women, 6 men.
Okay.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to get a good jury up there. But there's no way that I think that he's going to be able to be convicted.
Okay, Senator, we'll be watching all of that. Thanks so much. Tommy Tuberville joining us. Thank you, sir.